Delay and welcome back to class 11 biology. We have been talking about the living world, that is biodiversity, varieties of life form, their classification, their nomenclature and their identification. Okay, so all these together constitute taxonomy. So in order to facilitate the study of this taxonomy, that is naming, nomenclature, classification and identification, taxonomist has developed various taxonomical aids. So in today's class, we will discuss on taxonomic aids. So the instructional objectives: at the end of the class, you will be able to list various taxonomical aids, explain herbarium, compare museum and zoological park, reason out why keys are considered analytical in nature, differentiate monograph and manual, write the significance of taxonomic studies. So let us first look at the list of taxonomical aids. Herbarium, botanical garden, museum, zoological park, keys, flora, manual and monograph. We shall discuss on each one of them. First, herbarium. Herbarium is a storehouse of collected plant, and these plant specimens are dried, pressed and preserved on the sheet. And on this sheet, we have a it is available on the preserved sheet. There is a label on which you can see the scientific name of the plant, local name of the plant, date of collection, place of collection and name of the collector. And other description are also provided here, and this is preserved and placed in the house according to the classification system, and it provides a quick referral system in taxonomical studies. So the preservation of this plant specimen become very important here. Next, museum. So museum have a collection of various animal specimen. And then if the organism or if the animal is big, it can be stuffed like tiger, gorilla, and then we find skeletons of various animals, and we also find insects which are pinned in the insect box. Okay, so this is one such example of museum here. And then next is botanical garden. So this garden, this is a specialized place where there is a collection of plant for reference, and these plant species in the garden are grown for identification purpose, and on each plant the name of the plant and then family to which it belongs is labeled. And this one picture is from botanical garden of India in Howrah. Okay, and then there is a Kew garden. So this botanical garden helps us in identification, classification and nomenclature of the plant. Zoological park, otherwise called zoo. These are the place where wild animals are kept in protected environment under human care, and it helps us to study their food habit and behavior. And in the zoo, they are provided, as far as possible, they are provided with the environment as they have in their natural habitat. Next, key. So key is used for identification of plant and animal based on similarities and dissimilarities. So it is based on some contrasting character, generally occurs in pair. For example, here. So if you look here, number 1, we have one A and B. So these are the pair, and this each statement you can see flower, cream colored, fruit, calyx enclosing the berry. So this statement we have one here and another statement we have. Okay, so here each statement is called as lead. So this is one lead, this is another lead, and this together we call it as couplet. And the character here, so you can choose either one of them. Okay, these two characters are contrasting. So this key is based on the contrasting character, and they generally occur in pair, and in pair we call it as couplet here. Okay, so you have to make a choice between these two. For example, if you have a plant and you want to identify, so you just look at all the morphological structure and then flower structure. So let us say if you have a flower, then you're just going to compare the flower on your hand with that of the key. And then if the flower is cream colored, fruiting calyx and then enclosing the berry, if it is so, then your plant is Physalis. And if it is not matching with the if your plant is not matching with this lead, then you can choose the next one. Okay, flowers are white or violet. Okay, and then fruiting calyx not enclosing the berry. So if it is so, then you will be given a lead guide wherein you have to move to 2. So again at the 2, again you have a 2 statement here. Each statement as discussed is lead, and these 2 statements are contrasting, and together we call it as couplet, and you have to choose either one of them. Again you are going to look at the character and whether if it is in according to this first statement or second statement. If your flower or the plant match with the first statement, then your plant belongs to is a solenem. If it is not so, again you have to go to B, and then again they'll guide you towards the 3. So these keys, each statement is lead, and this lead are contrasting, and these 2 statements together we call it as couplet, and you're going to choose one of them, and then you have to move according to the guide given. Okay, so this helps in proper identification of your plant or animal specimen. Okay, and then of course also the classification. So this key here, a key is given for that of a genus here. So different keys are required for different taxa. Next, flora. This flora here, I have given one example here, Flora of Tamil Nadu grasses. So this flora is a book which contains an account of habitat and distribution of a plant in a given area. In particular area, let us say in Tamil Nadu area, which plants are available. For example, here they have specifically referring to grasses. So they'll give you the account of its habitat and then distribution of the grasses here. Okay, so it can be leguminous plant or anything here. So in a given area. Now next is manual. So manual will provide information for identification of name of species found in an area. So here manual on harmful marine microalgae. So this is here. Okay, so these are the books which help us in identification and classification. Next is monograph. So monograph will give you information only on one taxon, only on one particular taxon. So here the taxon here is Solanum torvum. Okay, next is catalog. So catalog is a book where different species found in a particular area, the list is given here, and then little description also may be there. So these are the different taxonomical aids which helps in taxonomical studies. Now why should we study taxonomy? Why should we study? Why should we study about biodiversity? Okay, so we should study about biodiversity. The first thing is we are curious. Right? We have to know the surrounding in which we live. So here, so to know our bioresource, and if you want to know the bioresource available in nature, first of all you have to identify the plant. Okay, and then again taxonomic study become important. Okay, for agriculture. For the agriculture purpose, you cultivate various type of let us say various types of food, plants, and then for that again you have to identify which type of plant, which species of let us say which species of grasses is good for animals, or which type of wheat or which type of maize it grows in particular type of environmental condition. So for that taxonomic studies is important. So it is important in agriculture. It's also important in forestry, industry, and in general for knowing our biodiversity and bioresource. So that if you understand your diversity, then you know how to utilize them, what are available in nature, how to utilize them. And then also you can enjoy the aesthetic beauty of our biodiversity. Thank you.